We are live, and I hope I wasn't chewing into the microphone when I started it. I stupidly brought a snack in here, realizing that you can hear everything I do, including chew. Awesome. Let me just mute this other thing. All right, let's see. Katz, you were here first, and then Evan, hello. And there was another person. Oh, Autumn and Blair. BL Hair. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Tell me, how was your Thanksgiving? I made a chicken, because of the turkey. I couldn't get a straight answer on whether it was safe or not to cook a turkey. So I made a chicken. And it just looked like a mini turkey. And most of you know that I try not to eat meat, but I don't always succeed. So it was good. We had Thanksgiving at noon. Fine. My Thanksgiving was fine. That's what it sounded like when I read that. Evan. I know the holidays aren't everyone's thing, but I get when I was younger, I wasn't a big fan of it, but as an adult that cooks for it, I'd keep it simple for myself. Ooh, 2 of them in a row. Yeah, that's a lot. We always go to my husband's brother's in the evening. We used to go like all day, but then we wouldn't have like any of the leftovers. And then, I don't know, it kind of like felt like we were missing out on some of it. So I like to make a dinner, and then we go over there for like dessert and to visit with everybody later in the evening, excuse me. If you're a patron, I only see Katz here that's a patron, so she got my message already. If you're a patron and you're listening to this later, I really hope that you got the message that I sent you on Patreon. No Thanksgiving here, but on December 24th, we eat and drink. Yes. Yeah. I have my husband help me peel and cut potatoes. Or he peels, I boil. I keep it pretty simple. And plus, I make a big dinner a lot, so it's just a couple extra sides for Thanksgiving in bigger quantities. And I always make way too much food. Probably if I had more people over, it would be exhausting. But then I would just have bring a dish to pass. So, hey, Paul, Kate, hello, how you doing? Good morning, good morning. Oh, I promised I would share this picture with you guys. So I'm looking up like crazy news, Christmas news, whichever to share with you guys. So I stumble onto this terrifying picture. And of course, it's all over the news because it's about Melania Trump, which is our first lady, if you're not American and you didn't know that. Oh, of course, the one I click on makes you pay $1 for something. So I have to go back so I can show you the picture. But it's absolutely creepy. This picture of, it says blood orange or blood red. Oh, yeah. Yeah, these are absolutely terrifying. I'm going to share with you guys in just a second here. Let me figure out. Let me see here. Hopefully I didn't click anything I wasn't supposed to. And screen share with you guys. I'm going to do that. Oh, no. What are you guys seeing now? Hopefully you're seeing the red tree. And I need to turn off my phone's volume. I can look at the chat. If I change the screen, I won't be able to see what you guys are saying. Or I'll be able to see what you guys are saying, but I won't be able to show you the picture of the trees. Ugh. Wow, I can't even see my own live stream. That's really strange.
This is Red and Link.
Trying to get onto my own live stream so I can see the chat. It's very annoying. I'm not really sure how I can do it. So I can see you guys. I think I actually have to go to my other channel. And if you haven't seen the ridiculousness of my I can't even find it in the notifications on my other channel. Okay, here it is. Okay, there we go. It looks like someone said, are those oranges? It could be because the trees are enormous. Oh yeah, those are oranges there. Okay, scrolling down, that was Georgia Bush's. The White House has several trees. So the White House is known for traditional Christmas trees. And whether you're a fan of Trump or not, it seems to be all over the place because he constantly is like, let's make America great again. Which, don't get me started on that. Because many people argue, when was it ever great? It's having a problem loading or something. I don't know what's going on here. Trying to get down. Okay, there you go. There's a full, beautiful view of the super duper creepy trees. It looks like they're covered. See, that's what they're not just this beautiful singular tree, which if it was a green tree completely decorated in red, I personally think it would be, it sounds beautiful. But what we have here is what looks to be like terrifying tree sacrifices lined up to another tree. Like, I don't know, it seems like representing of something. Call me crazy, and that's fine. But I don't know. It's absolutely disturbing, is what it is. I keep trying to turn the sounds off to this stupid phone, and it's not letting me. What the heck? All the sounds are off for it, yet it keeps making noises. So there we go. I must have like hit the wrong thing. Sorry about that. Carrie Moss. Oh my God. All right. That's all I'm going to share for now. I did find some hilarious stuff to share with you guys later on. But wow. Let's see. The border. Oh my God. I don't even want to talk about the border because that is a mess. There's people trying to justify, if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's been all over the news. And I try to avoid it because it's so upsetting. And I know there's people that will justify the violence at the border and people that are like, those poor children, which exactly. You can't justify violence against children. There's no justification for it. Many people argue, get in line and try to get into the country like everyone else. And my argument would be, if you've never tried to gain citizenship to another country, which most people that say that don't know what they're talking about, it's a long, arduous process. And if you've ever tried to do it, you'll know how complicated it is. And there's a long, long line. Not to mention the fact that they're in a panic to get here to avoid certain death or violence. And Katz, you're in Mexico. How do I summon Satan? Santa, I mean Santa. Oh my gosh. Yes, Katz. What are your thoughts on that? You live in Mexico. What do you think about that? Because I saw someone saying something about it's not just hordes of Mexican immigrants trying to get into the country. What it is Honduras immigrants fleeing their country because there are violent gangs taking over their country. And then those same gangsters supposedly interceded with the Honduran immigrants to make their way into the U.S. border. And therefore, in this mix of desperate, terrified, starving people are these very bad people. And no one can tell the difference between the two. And it's just a big, huge mess. I said I didn't want to talk about it, and then I went on and on and on about it. So I don't know. Everybody's going to have their own opinion on it, but regardless of what your opinion is, you can't justify violence against children. There is no justification for violence against innocent children ever. And that's all I'm going to say on that one. So I'll move on and talk about and ask anybody, did you go Black Friday shopping? The Dark Lord Evil Satyr. Hello. People here are assholes with the immigrants to Honduras and like 250,000 people crossing here, and they are walking to USA apparently. There's shelters, but lots of people here don't like them. Man, see, that's crazy too, because I don't know. My theory has always been, if you're going to have to walk to another country for days on end and then end up in a place where no one can understand what you're trying to get away from. Now, granted, I've heard stories about how there's people complaining about food being offered to them for free so they can eat something. And I guarantee those are not the people that are trying to escape the violence. Those are the people that don't belong anywhere. They need to go back where they came from. And I never, ever say that. Ever. My thoughts are, if you are, put yourself in the situation of someone who's walked for days to escape something so horrible. How awful could something be where you would walk for days to get away from it? Oh, hey, you got an iPhone for $50? Did you buy that at a store, or did you get that from someone? And thank you for helping me change the subject, because that I can go on and on about that, and I really, I agree with that. It's got to be damn bad. Yeah, putting their lives in danger. I wish there should be a simpler process for all of this. We have literally, like, just in this state, we have acres and acres of land that's just sitting there. We have building upon building. And soon in Detroit, there'll be a couple of enormous buildings sitting empty because GM is laying off thousands of people. 14,000. 14,000. And that apparently it's because of a tariff that Trump put on steel that cost them $1 billion. So yeah, back to Black Friday. No, people pushing each other here. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I didn't find I found, like, I know this sounds really boring to everybody else probably, but I really wanted a decent vacuum because I always get them like for 30 or $40. I'll find them at Walmart or something, and they'll be like in the center aisle. And I'm like, damn, I need a new vacuum. And I see it and it's tempting, so I get it instead of just waiting and investing in something that's a little more, not like, I'd love to get a Dyson. Yeah, who wouldn't? But I don't want to spend $600 or $300 on a vacuum cleaner. This vacuum cleaner is going to be put to the test. So really, I could use that. But I got a Shark. I invested in a Shark. It was like $170 and I got it for $88. I'm like most stoked about that. And then I got a whole new like kitchen. I got pots and pans on a really good deal. So yeah, I know I'm excited about that. Ooh, $20. I've seen videos. Is it that bad? People really fighting over things? I've never been in that. Like, we literally go out. We went out Friday to see if we could see anything crazy. And my theory is, if there's anything really, really good, you can probably get it online. There's a few things though, at like, we went to like Target and Walmart and a few other stores. And honestly, most of it's not. If you go, like, people get up at the crack of dawn and try to find these great deals. And they used to be insanely good deals. And then that's why you saw those crowds like that. So I think that retailers learned, maybe if we don't go so extreme with these. Plus, of course, they're going to run out. That's where the violence ensues and people start to fight, which I don't think there's anything worth Unless it's the last loaf of bread and you waited in line for 2 days to get it, that's where the violence would ensue. But these people fight over stupid shit anyway. But really, if you go on like Friday afternoon, was what, early afternoon? No, I think we went mid-morning. So everyone like by then is tired and wants to eat something because they've been up probably, some of them all night, because some of them go on like Thursday night. The Creeper. There's a website for Black Friday. Oh, my cat and dog. I'm trying to get them to get along, but they just don't. Shoot, I lost it. Okay, there's a website for Black Friday body count. Hi, Duchess. Hey, Creeper. I like discounts, but I wouldn't punch people in the face for it. I know. It's disgusting. Good. Violence is not good. Even though I write about stories about it. Bill does 17 injuries. Looking at the site right now. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I've never seen a deal where I'm like ready to tromp somebody for it. Ever. I know one time I sold like a van I had, and this is years ago. I put it on, like I made it a little bit less expensive. And I had 3 different people, like they were bartering over. I was getting emails and calls and texts all night long for like 2 days. And then it came down to the day where I was like, okay, so the first person, it literally came down to the first person that comes with cash in their hand takes it. And it sucked because this one guy beat this lady that wanted it. And I've never felt so awful in my life. So I can't imagine a retailer. Like, obviously someone probably needed the van really bad. So, hey, Harry Reeds. How's it going? Writing and reading is one thing. I love revenge and bullying mangas. But maybe because I was bullied too. Still don't burn people. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Everybody here should be friends. Definitely. Why not? Oh, is it not sharing that thing anymore? Okay. If anyone's new, go back and look at the blood red trees that Melania Trump decorated the White House with. Harry Reeds. Have a new appreciation. Now, Harry, you're from the UK, right? I was going to, but I stopped myself. I was going to say Harry Rods, but I didn't. Anyways, I've never looked up, is there like a traditional Christmas decorating that like the royal family does? Because Harry, you're from the UK, right? So I tend to pay attention to our terrifying government at the moment, although I know there's a lot of issues going on in the UK. Predominantly, I just read the homelessness rate is skyrocketing in the UK because they are, there's something going on with poverty. I'm horribly grazing the subject, not doing it any justice. Oh, bye, Autumn. Sorry you couldn't stay. Let's see. I'm looking up images of the royal family at Christmas. Okay, let me see here. Okay. I'm trying to see if this is a recent article before I share it with you guys. It's not telling me. It's just showing me creepy queen pictures. Okay. I have stories set aside for you guys, and I don't know if you're going to want to listen to them or not. They are firsthand accounts of angel encounters. You guys let me know if you want to hear that or not. Tell the queen to smelt one of her own gold thrones and fix that a little bit. Yeah. We're going to be in the same boat too. See, the problem is, and I've tried to explain this, trickle-down economics. It takes years for you to see it and to feel it. And the tariff that he put on steel cost GM, General Motors, $1 billion. We will now have just there, 14,000 people will be out of work. My question, though, would also be, why wouldn't they have steel made in America? Maybe that's where they went wrong. But like, if you're gonna, like, if you're not from, I'm in Michigan, like literally Flint is about 12 minutes on the expressway for me. And you see these stupid bumper stickers, and I'm going to say stupid. And if you're one that has one, then fine, you're stupid. These bumper stickers that say, buy made in American, like it's like a GM truck or something like that. People say stuff like that all the time. They have no idea that the thing is only assembled here, and most of the parts weren't made here. Some of the cars aren't made here either. Oh, 2 people became friends in the chat. Oh, I feel special. 14,000 people. Yeah, 14,000 people. That's just the beginning, though. But the lesson learned is because GM did a number on Flint. Back when the recession hit, GM started the whole thing by, I believe, by, they already had, I think they already had plants in Mexico and in China, which is fine. But you don't screw over your American workforce by just completely shutting down the plants and trying to like outsource everything. Like, I definitely think there should be companies that build and sell in different countries, like make all the product in that country and sell in that country. It's a good cycle of economics. It generates a good economic cycle by doing so. So if you're going to have like an American, a Mexican plant, make the steel there and sell the product there and employ the people there. It's a good all-around cycle, but General Motors isn't known for their good business ethics, are they? No. And we've seen firsthand the ripple effect of what happens when an entire economic structure is benefiting from one company, because Flint and the surrounding counties were devastated by that. And it had a huge ripple effect that just went. I'm not saying it was all General Motors that had that economic crash, but they had a lot to. They contributed greatly to it. Whew. I have some people in Michigan and Flint, Detroit, such a vital state, but really depressing in places. Great working class spirit there, though. Yeah. It's true. Oh, that's so nice. I'm just reading the chat between Evan and Katz, and they just became friends, and it's so cute. I'm not implying anything other than friendship, but it's just adorable to watch it. I like it when people become friends. I'm a total nerd. I don't know what you guys want to see or hear first. Do you guys want to look at Christmas fails, or do you want to hear about some firsthand angel encounters? Because I don't know. Nah, don't worry. I won't be paying attention in a minute anyway. I'll be reading. Or I can find some scary stories if that's what you want instead. I know that a lot of people probably want that. Probably prefer it. Christmas fails. Oh, good. We got plenty of those. Oh my gosh. These are terrible. I have to make sure that I didn't already share them with you because, oh my gosh, they're so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. Because I know last time oh, yeah, I definitely didn't share this with you. And here we go. It's going to show something weird for just a second. And then we will be where we need to be. 33 worst Christmas decorations fails you won't believe. Hide that. Oh my gosh. It's supposed to be, all I can see are these two bulbs. I don't know what this big red thing is supposed to be representing. It looks like a backwards shoe, but it just looks like a giant penis. Oh my lord. Oh, well, that's kind of cute. The dog fell asleep in there, but it's a baby with its eyes wide open in the manger. Yikes. Oh, 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 oh. It looks like that's what that baby's doing. Go, oh, oh, oh. That's terrible. Why? 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 Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That should be sold in stores. I would buy it. Oh, that's a self-explanatory one. And this is supposed to be an elf with a cannon. But it just looks like he's really sporting a package there. Oh my god. What is that? What's even more horrifying are the light bulb eyes that light up at night. Oh, and it looks like it's been in a fire already, probably from the light bulb eyes. I'm just guessing. Oh! Oh! This has to be on the same tree as the human centipede ornament. And if you're just listening to this and not seeing it, you're really missing out, because if you can see, can you see where my mouse is on this? I don't think so. His eye, the eye is really realistic. It's very creepy. Oh, wonderful. For the Nazi in your family, there's a set of 6 Nazi swastika bulbs. I heard that didn't originally start out as the Nazi flag. It was something else. These things pop in my head and I have no backup information for you, so why do I even say it? Oh my god. Oh, first I thought it was a pine cone, but really it's a grenade. Oh. Christmas cocks, someone said. Wow. Prostitute mermaid. Hey. Got to pay for those presents somehow. Whoa. Octopi taking over the tree. There's no other ornaments on it. That has to be like a joke. Somebody just thought it was funny. And I'm going to post this and everyone's going to think it's going to go viral. Oh no, it says baubles. So it's supposed to look like a set of balls on purpose. And you can already see the pink brain below it. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. I just clicked on that, so hopefully it doesn't take us somewhere else. Okay. Pink brain below the other red brains. And do I have something on my butt? Do I? Can you look? Oh my god. Yeah. Ugh, gross. Oh my gosh, another eye one. Why does the eye look so real? It'd already be creepy if it wasn't so real, but it's so real. Oh my god, it's like it's crying. Oh. What's that? A poop? A poop ornament. That's hilarious, and you could hide that in your tree. No one would know, and they just stumble upon it. Does anybody else do this? Like when I go to someone else's house, I literally look at every ornament on their tree. Am I creepy for doing that, or does everybody else do that too? I don't know. What are these supposed to be? Are these like are these ornaments a set from something that I don't know? Satan. I mean, Santa's watching. Oh. Oh. The Wicker Man made bird ornaments. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, more brains for you. And those ones look like bloody brains at that. Merry Christmas. Oh my God. Peel that banana, baby. Oh yeah. Peeling the banana. Wow. That's just a really bad judgment call. If you make a banana ornament in the future, anyone, just keep it unpeeled. Don't eat yellow snow. Yeah, duh. Or do. Oh my gosh. This is like two horrible ornaments in one. On the left, it says it's a grenade with a tag on it that says the Bin Ladens. And then on the right, it says 2001. It's got Bin Laden 2002, 2003. Like his head rotting. Ugh, gross. I wish I could make like ornament merch. My gosh, there's so many good ideas. So many good. Oh my. That's one ornament together? No, somebody sat that on something and they saw it in the store, obviously. That's a Target too. Ah, I know my stores. Oh, oh my God. What is this? Is this like New Kids on the Block or another boy band and then they made them into mermaids without shirts on? Or is it just guy mermaids? What the hell? Bad vibes, hey. Yeah, that's sad. That's depressing. Life's too short. Sarcasm. Wow. Somebody tried too hard to be funny there. Oh my God. I can't breathe. Jersey Shore ornaments. Wow, I think you could see her hoo-ha from that ornament's hoo-ha from here. Whichever, empowerment. I just don't want to see a vagina on my Christmas ornament. Please God, don't let us stumble onto that now that I said it out loud. What is that? Does that have like, is that supposed to be like a grill or is it braces? Somebody explain it to me. I know it says something on Forever God. Is this a famous person that I don't know because of the very specific tattoos on the face? I'm so stupid. I know it is, but I'm just not. I'm drawing a blank. I know it is. I just watched this person perform too. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Oh, McDonald's has something for you, baby. He's got a tick in the box. Oh. Has everybody seen that by now? Classic SNL with Justin Timberlake and Andy Samberg. And they do a thing where they're like giving the present to their girlfriends. And it's a special box that's literally their crotch. Tell me you've all seen that. Okay, Lil Wayne, thank you. Yeah. You're eating McDonald's right now? I'm so jealous. A 20-piece sounds amazing. Seriously. Also, if you're going to get a 10-piece nugget and nothing else, get the 20-piece. Because the 20-piece is only $5. And a 10-piece is like $3.49. You can heat them up later. Share them with a friend. You're welcome. It's a gift that keeps on giving. I don't know what it gives later. The Christmas pickle. I have a Christmas pickle, and whoever finds the Christmas pickle first gets to open their present first. That's the rule in the tree. That's an old tradition, so I'm not. I know that someone else implied something else when they showed that, but ooh, you make a vegetable soup? That sounds good. Oh, look, it's a double turd Christmas. Or they're brown ghosts. They look like very solid pieces of poop with Santa hats on them. And it looks like they're going to personalize it too. Even more special. Oh my God. Those are hilarious. Ah, Christmas good. Let me see. Okay, that's it for that one. Let's look. I saw these. Oh my God. Go back. I'm just going to share the whole screen with you guys. Wow. There was these. Oh, here we go. These sweatshirts. Did it just go to it because it was on sale? They're on sale or something. But look at these. Are they going to show up? Yeah. They're like a guy without a shirt on sweatshirts, if that makes sense. Like the first one's literally just a sweatshirt of a guy that's hairy with no shirt on. And then it goes on from there. Like, can you see these? These are awesome. I really hope I get one for Christmas. That sounds good too. I'm hungry. I was going to say, since I can't monetize my channel or make any money off this, and I don't have any sponsors, maybe someday I'll get a sponsor, but for now I'm going to pretend makeup sponsors. And today's live stream is sponsored by Tyrell's, and this is a real product. This is a real product, and it's a delicious real product. Tyrell's hand-cooked potato chips, mature cheddar and chive, and they are the best chips I've ever tasted in my life. Mature cheddar. It's not just cheddar. It's mature. Tyrell's hand-cooked potato chips. Buy a bag today. Just in case I ever get someone who's like, hey, I wonder if she would mind doing a sponsored video, and be like, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. I'm just showing you these random friggin' sweatshirts. I feel like apologizing to anyone that's tuning in. Oh my gosh. We know what we're here for. We're here for the ridiculous that just my brain just goes off in whatever direction it wants to. And I still have the blood orange, the blood red trees tab open still, by the way. Oh my God. Right off the bat, it's awful. Yeah. Here's hoping. Now that before we dive into this terrifying bear slide or whatever those look like human eyes, like they plucked eyes out of people that came in. Probably customers that were complaining because all their eyes are different color. Well, no. Oh God, it's terrifying. But I was thinking about doing like Monday through Friday live streams in the morning. What do you guys think about that? I might do a poll on that since I have the community tab. It's really strange that I have the community tab because I was pretty sure community tab until you had 10,000 subscribers. By the way, I hit 5,000 subscribers. Thank you. That used to mean something. Like it used to mean that you had possibilities. But the good thing about that is that I can seek out sponsorships. I don't know who would want to do it, but I can seek them out. So if you hear any, this video sponsored by, or this stream is sponsored by, then yeah, that's what that would be. Anyway, this is absolutely terrifying. So is this a slideshow, or do I have to I have to start the slideshow? I hate that. Websites do this on purpose because see all these stupid ads here? Look at all these ads. Like if you think YouTube videos have a lot of ads, look at these websites' ads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ads on the one page. And I have to start a slide to show you this. Ugh. Okay. Bell-shaped bells. That's not... Oh, no, we're not doing this. If this is a slideshow, we're going to go back and find another one. Okay. I might, yeah. Wow, that's not even a fail. That's not even a fail. Their website was the fail. Burns on you. Your website is a worse fail than the Christmas fails. Is anyone still listening? Nailed it. Christmas sweater. Okay. Christmas decorations. Nailed it. Those are the funniest ones. The dog's going to start barking at someone because they are Adpocalypse like South Park. I know 2 people getting sponsored by Sludge. It's like a kratom blend drink, I think. Your demographic is different, so they might be interested in you. You have the Adpocalypse new meaning. Yeah, no shit. I love it when people try to do something that like from Pinterest and it just looks terrible. Um, I love it. I would rather be around people that try and fail than people that are like so good at everything that they do. Christmas in October. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, the best naughty and inappropriate ugly Christmas? Yes. Let's do it. Awesome. Think we found our Duchess. Do you have any hidden talents? Um, let's see. I was thinking about this the other day. I mean, I have a lot of hobbies. I do a lot of crafting. Um, like I know how to crochet and what was I gonna say? I make a lot of stuff. Uh, I'm like, I have to explain this to people. How do I do that? I'm very artsy and I'm very like I'll try to make something that we have a lot of stuff in our home. I'll just say that either my husband made or I made, and that's it. You can't tell. Like he made our kitchen table, and I have a lot of blankets in the house that I made. And when I look around our house, I can see a lot of stuff that I made. Hidden talents. You might not know this, but I was in from the age of 7 up. I was in choir in school and church. Nerd alert, right? Um, and then I sang at my high school graduation, and after that, I have not sang in public since. I was traumatized by the event. Um, yeah, I write. I like to draw. I like to paint. Um, I like to sew. Hidden talents. I don't know about hidden talents though. Um, I can scare people by just looking at them sometimes. Do a sing song. No. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't stand it anymore. You sing? Oh, sing for me. Sing for me. Okay. Inappropriate, ugly Christmas sweaters. Yes. I'll buy them all. Oh my God. Yeah. Can you guys see this? Reindeer humping ugly Christmas sweater in multiple colors found here. Oh, there's one. There's a threesome one. There's more. There we go. Okay. Oh my God. What the heck is that? This is a fake real humping gingerbread cookie cardigan. Can't really see it though. Ugly naughty Christmas sweater dick jokes. Oh my God. You're a train crash? I sing like an angry duck. Hmm. Yeah, I'll be glad when they're done building the houses in my neighborhood because it's driving my dog crazy and henceforth driving me crazy, adding to the already entertaining. I don't know how to say it. It's been a very hard month. Been a hard year anyways, but it's been a really hard month. And so you guys are really helping me express myself right now with some humor. So thank you. Hey, Black Eyed Kid. Reindeer games censored. The snowman. I don't know if it's carrot or that guy's finger because there's a pocket right there. Chestnuts roasting. I mean, his pants probably got wet. He's in a lot of snow all night long. Raunchy Christmas sweaters. Release of bodily fluids. Pooping. Love it. Merry Christmas. The dog peed. Merry. That's just talented right there. Oh, sorry, snowman. Puking reindeer. That's awesome. Kiss me under the mistletoe. Except for you don't have mistletoe on your pants, so joke's on you. Crack D's nuts. Feel the joy. Oh, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen, dummies. When I think of you, I touch my elf. Oh my goodness. Santa loves going down. Wow. Oh, wow. Inappropriate Christmas sweater, Santa being naughty. I don't know if it's considered being naughty that he's cooking his reindeer. Just sad. Santa crack. He's wearing a belt too. Like, where my ho ho ho's at? Hey. Immunity 0. Hey. Oh. I think I'm going to have to find some scary stories because everyone's going to go to sleep on me, including myself. I'm going to have to like stop sharing for a second. And I've got some stuff saved and set aside. Nobody wants to hear the angel stories, so we're going to go to some scary stories. I have to remember what I've shared and what I haven't shared so I don't read them to you again. I know I had a bunch set aside that I never got to read because of the situation that came up. So, how about gross stories? Hey. Are we not going to question the fact that she said hey after saying, where my ho ho ho's at? No, you're the only one. Go ahead. Did we read the Ouija board stories? I had them set aside so I could do a video on them. And then obviously I didn't get to. But did we read those yet? Do you guys remember? I seriously cannot remember. I don't think that we did. I don't think that we did. I had them set aside. There was 2 different ones. I don't know if I had 2 different ones set aside. Hold on, let me look. Okay. I put them in I put them in a document so we could go back and look at them. This one is 7. I'll just read it like I would anyway. So we're going to go over these. Yeah. All right. So these are 7 stories of people that still didn't learn their lesson, or they learned the lesson the hard way with Ouija boards. So let's see. What did I write here? Because I write like a little script before I start the stories. Let's see. I wrote, well, well, well. Here we are with yet another group of stories about the Ouija board. Will anyone ever learn the fact that they were regularly sold at Toys R Us made many people not take it very seriously. But I want you to think about this for a minute. Toys R Us went under, didn't they? Here are 7 stories of others that learned their lesson the hard way too. Enjoy. This one's titled, The Ouija Brings Dread. Last year, my best friend and I decided to experiment with a Ouija board, just to see if it worked. We made our own out of paper and used a regular drinking glass as a pointer. Stop me if I've read these. So we were pretty skeptical. We were in for a shock. It took a while for the board to warm up, but once it did, it became apparent that we were surrounded by relatives who had passed away. The glass moved extremely slowly, and there was nothing scary being said or done. However, halfway through our session, 2 of our other friends came bursting into the room, laughing and joking. Once they calmed down, we got back to the board. This time, the glass moved extremely fast. We could hardly keep our fingers on it. It started spelling out names and words without us even asking questions. The words spelled out included murder and lust. We ended the session immediately as we were pretty freaked out. After that, everything went back to normal for a few days. But then I started waking up at 3 a.m. every night with an unexplainable feeling of dread. This waking up continued for a few weeks, and I started becoming depressed for no reason. Hey, Roger. Anyone stop me if we've read these, because it feels like I have, but it could have been just me reading them to myself. One night at 1 in the morning, my friend was walking me home, and as we were walking up the road, he claimed he saw a black figure of a man leaning on a fence, staring at us. We laughed and joked about the place being haunted. We did used to hear bells chiming every night on that road. That night I woke up again, but this time I was being pinned face down on my bed by what felt like a man. I tried to struggle, but I couldn't move. I tried to scream, but nothing came out. He started speaking in my ear, but I didn't know what he said. Then he was gone. I hid under my covers like that would help and soon fell asleep. When I woke up the next morning, I put it down to a nightmare, though it felt so real. A few days later, we had a family visiting. My grandmother, who claims to be very perceptive, came in and said she felt like there was a presence in the house. My mom said she thought so too, ever since I'd done a Ouija board in my bedroom, but she didn't think it was harmful. My grandmother disagreed. She said she thought it was evil. The next bit is very hard for me to explain, as I don't really know how I felt. As they were arguing, I began to get the same dreadful feeling I had so many other nights, and I began to feel something was wrong. It felt as though I was being pulled into a tunnel further and further away from the room I was in. I tried to tell my mom it didn't feel right, but I couldn't make myself talk or move. It felt as though something was trying to control me. I finally managed to make myself talk, but I screamed, "There's something wrong with me." The next thing I knew, my sister was beside me, hugging me, and I was crying and shaking uncontrollably. My family said I'd had what looked like some kind of seizure. We got a priest to bless the house, and while he was doing so, all the pipes in the house made a huge screaming noise, and they didn't stop until he finished the prayer. After that, everything went back to normal. I still can't explain what happened to me, and scares me to think about it. So what do you guys think? Have I read these before, or did I just read them to myself and that's why it seems familiar to me? I'm trying to see this here. Roger. Make sure I didn't mince it. Damn, Gypsy, did I say hi to you? I'm sorry if I didn't. Hopefully this is still happening. Can't see any feedback in the chat. I don't know if there's just not anyone saying anything or not, but I'm going to move on if I haven't read these to you guys before, so I'm really hoping I haven't. Number 2 is Ouija Prankster. This happened in Mobile, Alabama in 2008. One afternoon, some friends and I decided to make a homemade Ouija board again. We tried it out a couple times, but nothing seemed to happen. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. A few weeks passed, and a friend who lived with me at the time and I were looking at some photos of us at a club on my computer. We started to talk about how some orbs appeared only around us in the pictures. Then we got on the subject about ghosts. She got up from the computer and sat on the couch with my brother. When I got up and walked toward them, my computer screen suddenly shut off and turned black. Then the light next to the couch faded and turned darkish red. Everyone got the chills. We shrugged it off until a few days later. Oh, hey, Elana. I lost $100 that I had sworn I put in my dresser drawer. My mother and I looked everywhere around the house, including countless times in the drawer. Then out of nowhere, my mom found my money in the same drawer on top of everything in it. I was starting to think that we attracted a ghost through the Ouija board. My suspicions were correct when one morning my favorite stuffed animal was missing. I thought maybe someone was playing a prank on me because I knew I put it in my mom's room next to the bed. I looked everywhere and still couldn't find it. I asked my friend who was in the shower if she moved it. Of course she hadn't. I became so frustrated. I knew that it had to be because of something paranormal, because of these things didn't occur until we made the Ouija board. I decided to take the Ouija board to the dumpster and get rid of it for good. When I walked back inside, my friend was out of the shower and said, "I found your stuffed animal." So I asked her where, and she said, "Oh, I saw it when I got out of the shower. It was right next to the door in the empty laundry basket." My heart dropped, and nothing strange has happened since. Ooh, dun dun dun. Number 3 is Ouija triggers a poltergeist. So this happened around 2002 in Potsdam, Germany. I was 11, and this was my first experience. My sister, who was 12 years old, decided to try a Ouija session with the little self-made cards on which the letters were drawn, a table, and a glass. She and 2 of her friends were in the living room of our little apartment. My mother had a Ouija experience when she was young and was fine with my curious sister's idea. She took me and my little brother to the kitchen to not disturb my sister. We waited in there for several minutes. I stared lazily at the door to the corridor. The door was mostly glass, and I could see everything that was going on behind it. Then I saw a person walk past the kitchen. He could have only come from the living room and seemingly heading for the exit. I was puzzled. First, the man was pitch black and tall as an ordinary grown-up. Second, there was no audible sound of the living room door nor footsteps. He could not have been there. I brushed it off. I believed my mind was playing tricks on me. Then my little brother, who sat across from me, said, "Did you see that shadow too?" I was astonished, and we shared impressions. Shortly after that, my sister and her friends came into the kitchen and stated that the session just ended because the spirit left. This was the start of paranormal activity around us. Even as we moved onto another house, it went on. Because of my sister's innocent curiosity and the Ouija board, our house became haunted. It started in most cases when it got dark and our parents went to sleep, so they never witnessed anything, and they thought we were kind of nuts. It was hard. Lights switched on when my sister and I headed for a dark room. That was actually polite of the spirit. There are many things, from shadows to lights going on and off, knocks on doors, doors that flew open, footsteps, cold spots. Additionally, an extremely nasty smell in one of the bathrooms. Yeah, that's a poltergeist. That's what I tell everyone else. It came without warning and quickly left. It was clear that this was no normal smell. I'm going to go on. I was going to make a joke about it, but I won't. That you can imagine existing in the bathroom. It was like something foul had lain in the tub for a long time. And once something pushed on my mattress from beneath while I was lying on it and reading a comic. When we were 16 and 15, it all ended because we started to ignore every unnatural occurrence. We had no nerve or power left to stand any more of this game. Fortunately, the spirits cooperated, and I haven't seen or felt any more paranormal activity since. Huh. Ghost signal. Number 4, Ouija prediction. My story took place in Cambridge, Minnesota in 2006 when I was 12 years old. I had just started 7th grade. I had a combination of 2 types of paranormal things happen. It was a Saturday afternoon, and I was bored. Well, that's where all horrible things happen, isn't it? My best friend Becca was over. We took out the Ouija board and I had gotten last Christmas. From who? I would ask from who. I had asked the board, what was I in my past life? I was joking, thinking that these things didn't really exist. The board started to spell out, Rebecca Lynn Peltzer Miller was there. And that's all it said. We tried asking another question. Will I meet anyone else in my past life here? It spelled out yes. Who? I asked. And it responded with Vincent Daniel Douglas. 2 years passed, and I had met no Vincent Douglas. I'd just joined the musical Annie, and you guessed it, the guy I acted with was named Danny Douglas. It was very strange. We had never met before, but I felt like we had known each other all our lives. That was when I remembered the forgotten Ouija board. So I asked him if Danny was his real name. He laughed and said his first name was Vincent, a family name that had been passed down through generations. I was definitely shocked. Ouija Mac. Oh my gosh. The Winged Shadow. This is number 5. This incident occurred about 13 years ago when I was 15 in a city near Perth, Western Australia. At the time, several strange things were happening, which I believe had to do with a seance my friend and I had playing around with it. Nothing much exciting happened during the seance, and to be honest, I thought my friend was pushing the glass and never thought much of it. Until I began waking up at 3:15 every morning with a genuine sensation of total terror. I would lie awake in my bed with the covers over my head as I had a strange sensation of being watched and was afraid of what was in my room with me. I would lie there like that until the sun came up. I was always terrified of looking in a certain direction. And upon inspection, I found the glass which had been used in the seance. This took me by surprise as the glass had been disposed of, so I was certain that the glass was the reason for my sleepless nights. I once again disposed of it. However, I kept experiencing the same feelings, and once again upon inspection came across the same glass I had already thrown in the garbage twice. This time I was determined to get rid of it, so I took it outside and smashed it on the ground. I continued waking up at 3:15 a.m. to the minute every night without fail. I started seeing strange dark shadows. The shadows started as perfect black balls, which would circle my room, then seemed to disappear through my window. I put this off to paranoia and lack of sleep and simply tried to ignore it and go back to sleep, still with my head under the covers. Other people started noticing the shadow too, and at normal waking hours, saying that the end of the house was where my room seemed a bit creepy. Gradually, the shadows seemed to get bigger, but I continued to ignore them until one night. The family dog woke me, again at 3:15 a.m. He was sitting next to my bed and he was making a crying sound. I figured he just needed to go out, so I got up to let him outside. As soon as I was back in bed, the dog was at my window, squeaking and carrying on, so I got back up to let him back inside. The dog followed me to my room and once again sat by my bed whimpering. I then took him back outside, and even though he sat at my window still crying, I made him stay out there for a bit because I didn't want him coming back in and waking me up. I eventually gave in and let the dog back inside. The bathroom light was on, letting light flood the hallway as I walked back to my room, where the dog started growling. I moved closer to the bathroom door so the dog could see it was me, as I was worried he was growling at my shadow. I called him out to me and he was still growling and said, "Hey, it's only me, come here, what's the matter?" The dog walked slowly toward me, still growling, and sat next to my leg, growling at something behind me. In a flash, my thoughts raced to, "Oh my God, there's someone in the house," and turned around and started running down the hallway. What I saw was something that has never left my mind and something no one has ever believed when I have told them. I saw what looked like a huge bird. It had enormous, outstretched wings that would have touched the roof and almost the floor. Its body ended where the wings did, and neither seemed to touch the ground. As it followed me down the hallway, the wings stayed outstretched, and it seemed to glide as it moved. I did notice a small head in between the wings, but no features that I recall, and the head seemed hooded rather than round and connected to the body without a neck. The creature seemed more shadow-like than of flesh, and as much as I have tried to put it down to my own shadow, I am certain that what I experienced and saw was real, and could have in no way been my own shadow. I remember mostly the wings and the enormity of them as they towered over me, and how it moved as it followed after me, until it slipped into another room. I'm not sure what happened to it after this, but my sister, who was older and didn't believe in anything paranormal, had some strange experiences involving a black shadow and some kind of sleep paralysis, where she was surrounded by a bunch of people laughing at her as the black shadow circled over top. Wow, that's scary. That one was really scary. Ooh. Now, this is really crazy because I swear I wrote this next one to you. My brother Wiz. Maybe I just read these to myself. And I'm just not remembering. I just remember the title of the story. I don't remember the story at all. That last one was really scary, though. I was getting scared, and it reminded me of the Mothman, actually. She didn't say anything about red eyes, but the way she was talking about it. And I've never heard of the Mothman being inside anyone's house either, so that's scary. Number 6 is my brother Wiz. I've been using the Ouija board for almost 7 years now, and I've had very few bad experiences. None that I would consider evil. I do have one particular entity that I talk to pretty regularly named Wiz. He claims to be my spirit guide. He also claims to be my brother from a previous life in 700s Scandinavia. He's not really good with numbers. I haven't been able to get any winning lottery numbers from him yet, but he is decent telling me about events yet to come. At least to an extent. Sometimes he would tell me that what he thought I wanted to hear, but there's the occasional nugget he does give me. Before May of 2008, my wife had never used a Ouija board. In a serious attempt to contact the other side, after convincing her that it was safe in May of 2008 in Columbia, South Carolina, she and I managed to make contact with Wiz. Wiz and I were old friends by then, and although she had heard me talk about him, she had never talked to him herself. Wiz told us that she would get pregnant and be due in June of 2009. By October, I had nearly forgotten all that he said, my notes tucked away along with notes from the novel I'm working on. We found out at the end of October that she was pregnant, and at the end of the first doctor's appointment, she was due July 1st, which would be 2009. That's my daughter's birthday, by the way. I just froze because of that. Anyway, during the second doctor's visit, the doctor adjusted the due date to June 23rd. About a week later, I was going through my novel notes and found the ones from the Ouija conversation and nearly fell out of my chair. Wiz had given me the whole backstory for my novel, my life in 700 Scandinavia, and has, I feel, kept watch over me as I work on it. My novel is currently on HarperCollins' online slush pile, but Wiz has told me that HarperCollins will not like it, but it will be picked up by another publisher. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, my cat and dog are like trying to kill each other right next to me. It took my breath away because I didn't expect it. Whether or not he's right about that, I don't know. Whether or not he's right about anything, I don't know. That's probably the scariest thing that's happened since I started reading the stories. That's my cat and dog trying to kill each other. Oh, I gotta catch my breath. Let's see here. Whether or not he's right about anything, I don't know. Whether or not I'm reading too much into the coincidences, I don't know. Is it my subconscious that has told me these things? I don't know. But if it is, wouldn't that be an amazing thing in and of itself? Yeah, maybe he wrote that whole thing, though. Oh, Antonio, hey. Hey, Duchess, happy to catch you live. I'm starting my own horror channel where I'll film my own stock footage with other horror YouTubers. I don't want to bring you down, Antonio, but the horror YouTubers are getting picked off one by one by YouTube. case you haven't seen that, your maker was the last one. Just want to let you guys all know that. You're probably going to see the channels disappear one by one. And I'll go to Patreon because YouTube has went on a mission to destroy them. We can't use any stories. We can't use any footage that's been used ever, or it is called reused content. That's their reasoning for demonetizing, and I don't mean just demonetizing a video, the whole channel, all of the channels. So we can't use any of the footage. Yeah. What channel was that had 4 million subscribers to 300,000? What channel was that? All I can think of that had 4 million like that was no. We can't reuse any stories. We can't reuse any footage. They're calling it reused content. They're just making up a reason so that they don't have to pay horror narrators. Now, if we could get sponsors, that'd be great. And it's not a money thing, but when you're taking time to do something, and there's a lot of people that count on it, and YouTube makes money from it, they should just pay them. It's just common sense. Yep. Yeah, but I mean, you should still make it, because if you make stock footage, then there's probably other people that can use it. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Yeah. Oh no, Darkness Prevailed never had 4 million subscribers. Yeah, he never had 4 million subscribers. No. The only one I can think of that's got close to that is Mr. Nightmare. And then there's Mr. Creepypasta, Mr. Creepypasta Jr. What was another one that had a Rob Dyke does dark stuff. Yeah. I mean, do you do anything for free? I mean, I'm doing this for free. I've got paid from YouTube twice. One time was $300, and that was in April, and that was for 2 years of content. It accumulated. I had turned off all of the AdSense stuff, so I turned it back on because I found ads on my videos that they were running. They were running ads and getting paid on my videos, but weren't paying me, so I turned it back on. They had to send me a check from all the accumulated stuff. And then one time, October, that accumulated from April until October. And now I will never get paid from YouTube again. That doesn't mean you can't make money from it. Like, you can get sponsors, but it's, I don't know. Yeah, this is a life lesson. You shouldn't ever do anything just for free. Like, I enjoy this. It helps my mental capacity. It helps me sleep better, function better, etc. But I'm not going to do YouTube any favors by uploading videos that they can make money on, but I can't. Does that make sense? I mean, it's kind of gross because they put ads on stuff. Damn straight. I'm a gypsy. Damn gypsy. I'm a gypsy. Nothing's free, not even death. Right. Yeah. I don't think his channel's gone, but I mean, it's funny because if you watch like House on Haunted Hill, or you watch anything like American Horror Story, they've got sponsors and commercials, don't they? And I don't make anything close to that kind of scariness. Not even close. No one has a problem sponsoring them at all. No, I'm just saying, like, if you're good at making something, of course you need to show people that you're good at doing something before you can just charge people for it. I'm never going to charge anyone on the channel. It's crazy, isn't it? Hey, TM Chaos. Horror narrations will be at Patreon, like exclusively until I can figure out a way to make videos there. And of once a month, there'll be a free one. I want to live stream here. I want to try Monday through Friday live stream. I did say that earlier. I'm going to run a poll on Twitter and on YouTube and see what the response is on that. And I have a couple other channels I'm in the works of that are totally separate from horror. Then if you guys want to know that. But I hope you guys all watched the ridiculous video of me trying to make a lamb cake. Super embarrassing. There's one more Ouija board story here if you guys want to hear that too. But no, you really don't ever let people make you feel bad for charging them for something. If you're good at making a cake and people say, "Hey, can you make a cake for this?" Be like, "Yeah." Like one time, do it. And then from then on out, charge people for it. If you're that good at doing something that people like, oh, another one of my talents is I make like the best pumpkin bread ever. I call it pumpkin pie bread. Not bragging, it's a fact. And if I'll take it to relatives, but I sell it. I'm really good at it. It's really, really good. I don't even like pumpkin pie, but I like this. So my point is, if you're really good at doing something, you should benefit from that somehow. If you take time out of your day to provide something for someone, yeah. Like if you're really good at singing, if you're really good at making music, if you're really good at, lawyers and nurses don't work for free and they're really good at their job. Yeah. Yes, Amelia Fart. I comment on almost all of her videos. I'm surprised you haven't seen it. I love Amelia Fart. Let's look at one of her. Let's finish this up and then we're going to go look at her channel. Does that sound good? Because I want you guys to see this lunacy. When I started watching her not that long ago, she had just hit 100,000 subscribers. Now she just passed 500,000 in a very short period of time. She is hilarious and has a little heart of gold. So I'm going to read this and then we're going to go to her channel. Okay, so this number 7. Ouija sends mom to the hospital. I live in Marion County, Fairmont, West Virginia. This is also the city where my experience took place. I'm now 49, but I was 12 at the time. In 1978, my mother, deceased in 2006, bought me a Ouija board thinking it was a game we could play together. I swear I've read this one before, but I'm going to read it anyway. So one evening while Dad was at work, coal miner, we got out the board, lit a candle, and put it in the middle of the table. We placed our fingers lightly on the planchette. Mom asked if there was anyone there that wanted to speak to us. I was giggling. She asked again. The planchette moved to yes. I told my mom she was moving it and she said she was not. Mom asked, "Who are you?" The planchette then went to each letter and spelled Jackson. We did not know anybody by the name of Jackson, first or last. Mom then asked, "Are you a good spirit?" The planchette moved to yes, and then to no. Mom asked, "How did you die?" The planchette did not move from the middle of the board. I was getting scared at that point, so Mom said, "Since you're not going to tell us, we're going to say goodbye now." The planchette slid to no, and Mom said, "We have to go." The planchette then went to goodbye. We took our fingers off the planchette and were sitting in the middle, and it was sitting in the middle of the table. The planchette then flew off the board, and the round plastic piece where the middle pointer was cracked. Mom put it back in the box and put it up in my closet. Where we lived, the floor was close to the ground, and my room was at the end of the house. That night, there was a growling sound coming up through the floor in the corner of my room. I went and got my mom. She came in, and it stopped. My mom smoked cigarettes, and that night her cigarettes smelled like sulfur. She said they tasted like sulfur, too. My dad couldn't smell it or taste it. I could smell the sulfur strong. 3 nights later, the growling started in that same corner of my room. I again went in and got Mom. Dad was home and Mom told him to get the flashlight and go out and look. While the growling was happening, Dad came in and said nothing was under there. My mom proceeded to yell at it and tell it to stop. It got louder and sounded more like a guttural growl, like it was going to come up through the floor after my mom. It finally stopped that night. The next morning, my mom felt sick. We took her temperature and it was 102. Dad took her to the hospital and they admitted her. She was diagnosed as having an infection clear through her whole body. She was in there for a week. The doctor told my dad that if he had waited one more day to bring her in, it would have killed her. The whole time she was in the hospital, my room and the whole house was quiet. Mom and I truly believe the spirit of Jackson died from having an infection in his blood and was never treated for it and died from it. That is my first and last experience with a Ouija board. My dad threw it away at the dump yard. I warn others about the dangers of having and using a Ouija board. And that's where that story ends. Whoa. Yeah, don't fuck with the Ouija board. Damn Gypsy said, I told my friend to add her forever ago, and I just now started watching it, and I'm in love. I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh. She's so funny. So for those of you who don't know, you're going to learn today. You're going to learn today. Has anybody ever heard that before? Let me see here. I'm going to find her so you can see. You watched the one where she was staying at her mom's house and like, oh, it's funny. The one where she told her mom coming out to my mom, but it wasn't what you thought. It was so funny. What one should we do? Do you guys ever watch have you watched Novimpia? He does parodies of people and it's hilarious. She is so funny. I'm trying to find one that would be okay, I'm going to do the one. It's called Calling People and Telling Them Secrets and Hanging Up. So funny. Hold on. Oh, God. Okay, I have to pause it so you guys can hear this. You're either going to love this lady or hate her. She looks like a lunatic, but it's all satire. Very funny. And sharing. One moment. Make sure it's there. And here we go.
Life. It can be a bit of a pickle. Sometimes it's like, oh, okay, I get it. So when you're a human, you struggle with the extreme weight and depth of existence, and it's like, oh wait, like, is there an afterlife? And it's like, oh wait, okay, what happens when we die? It's like, oh wait, everyone's gonna die, and everyone who's ever lived has died, and everyone you know will die. It's in these times I like to paint my face more revolutionarily than ever before, and put on as many boas as I can find, and just cocoon myself within Iconic until I feel okay. But then it turns out, you live your life and inevitably just end up with an immense amount of secrets and hidden truths and lies, and they weigh you down like an obese anchor. And I just want to release some of the burden of existence, if you will. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It can be a lot. And sometimes it's like, oh, no matter how many boas you put on, you're still always on the verge of tears. Oh. I'm just gonna call my sister real quick. Hello. Every night I watch 4 hours of Gossip Girl and I sob uncontrollably at some point in every episode. That felt good. Okay. The heavy burden that I carry within me at all times as an overly emotional, dramatic human has been somewhat released. It's as though I was full of gas from eating an entire tub of Smarties ice cream, and I just let out a very relieving but tiny bubble fart. Huh. I'm just going to call my friend Wilson real quick. I'm available. His message, and I'll call you back. Thanks very much. Bye. I have a playlist called Lame 2007, which is just music from 2007 that I wouldn't let myself listen to in 2007 because I was trying to be cool. Ooh, wait a minute, bitch. Wait a minute, bitch. What's this feeling, though? What's this feeling, though? Ooh, I feel light. Ooh, I feel airy.
One more, and then I'll end it because you guys are gonna get sick of it. I don't know. You can watch it like when you want to.
People are like, be honest, like, tell the truth, and I'm always like, shut the fuck up, ugly. And then, who knew? Ugly was right. It feels real good to just like be honest with people. What? Oh, I need more. This one's for Mom.
One more, and then I'm gonna let you go.
I can control the wind.
Okay. If you want to see more of her name is Amelia Fart. Hold on, I'm going to plug you back in here. I'll just tell you a hilarious, embarrassing story about myself. And it has to do with farts and the fact that I wasn't sure if I could show my face in Target again. So my husband and I, one of my favorite videos of myself. Yeah, isn't that what we just saw? That's my spirit animal we just saw on the screen there. I just love that lady. She's just ridiculously hilarious. Anyways, it wasn't even on Black Friday, and I totally forgot about it when we went to Target on Black Friday. But have you ever just like thought it was going to be an SBD, like a silent but deadly? No one would know. You just get out of the aisle quick in the store. No one will know. They'll just question who it was. Who did this? Well, that's not what happened to me. And my husband and stepdaughter were standing in the aisle with me. And literally, I'm just going to let you know this before you see it on the news. I'm just joking. A 20-second fart escaped and ravaged my good reputation in this town. I'm just joking. Probably no one cares, but I'm not joking about the 20-minute fart. 20-second, not 20-minute. 20-second fart. Think about how long that is. 20 seconds. And once it started, like I couldn't stop it. It just went on with itself. Oh, God. Oh, God. It just went on with itself. And we laughed so hard we could barely walk. Have you ever laughed that hard? I haven't laughed that hard in forever. We laughed so hard I could barely walk. They were in front of me, like at least 20 feet in front of me. And we got to the checkout, and everyone was questioning why we were laughing so hard. Couldn't explain it. Didn't want to explain it. Yet I just shared it here. That's my embarrassing moment. You can all feel proud about yourselves. You can all feel better about yourselves right now. This thing's literally loading the chat at turtle speed, so I can't even see what you guys are saying right now. I don't even understand what's happening. Oh, no. Someone said I'm a train crash a while ago in the chat. Black-eyed kid, sup, Duchess Dark? Yeah, that was a while ago. Wow. It's doing whatever it wants to. It's fantastic. What if I just refresh it? Does that do anything to your feed if I refresh this feed on my side? I don't even know. I'm talking to myself because I couldn't see the chat anymore because it wouldn't load it correctly. Yeah. Still waiting for it to load. I always restart my computer before I start these two so it won't have a problem with it, but obviously it doesn't always work correctly. Now I can't see the chat at all. Oh, here we go. Oh my God. I can't breathe. Yeah, we couldn't breathe either. Okay, I don't know who Alex is.
Yeah, Amelia Fart. Yeah, one of my favorite videos of myself. Nightmare Finds. If you go to the community tab, you'll see a super embarrassing video of me on my old channel. Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to breathe. I don't even know if it smelled. I don't even know if it smelled because we had to get out of the aisle. Because as soon as it happened, what made it worse was an employee walked around the corner and paused mid-fart and then kept walking. And I don't even know who it was or what her face looked like because it was too embarrassing to look her in the eye. And my husband couldn't because he was laughing too hard and ran away. But anyways, if you really want to make fun of me, you can go see that other video on my other channel I made like a couple of years ago. It was just, you'll see it right away. It's right in the community tab. It's like the last thing I posted. But I'm going to wrap this up because I've been here a while and I have to get some other things done today. And I'm glad that I came on here and did this. I feel a lot better. I don't know how to explain why this always makes me feel better. I hope it makes you guys feel better, at least about yourselves, after knowing that you yourself haven't had a 20-second fart in a store in public and then told it to everyone on the internet. Oh my gosh, I feel a lot better. Whew, you guys have no idea. I can't really share all the details, but it's been a rough time. I did send a summarized message to my patrons on Patreon because I haven't been really able to create anything. It's just not been. I haven't been able to. Hopefully that's going to change, and I will keep you guys posted. I'm sure it's happened to me, but I blocked it out, that memory. Oh, I can't block this out because it was too many witnesses. It was too funny. The reaction to it was too funny. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up now, and thank you guys for joining me. I did say I'm going to do a poll on Twitter and on the YouTube community tab to see if you guys would like more of these more often. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up here, and I will be back to a live stream again soon, if not tomorrow morning, or tomorrow night, probably tomorrow morning. It seems to be the best time to have the most uninterrupted time on a live stream. So I hope that's a good time for you guys to listen, but I'll always leave them up so you guys can listen to them later. I'm curious if anybody listens to this while they're in their car. You guys can let me know that too. I'm going to do another poll on that. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up and say thank you for joining me. And I will see you soon. I will always try to come with hilarity, scary stories, and hot topics. I'm just all over the place, and that's just how I am. And I try just to be myself when I'm here because I can't be anything else other than that. If you do that, it'll constipate you and therefore block up yourself there. But anyways, then you'll end up in Target with a 20-second fart. All right. Thank you for joining me, everybody that came. I hope I said everybody's name. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I did try to see. I did say everybody's name out loud, right? Oh my gosh. I hope I didn't forget anybody. If I did, I'm really sorry. And I'm going to say bye. Bye.